So, Sheila,
Yes.
you're about a 30 handicap, you said last week?
Yes.
Okay. So, knowing what we learned a little bit, or we tried to teach, that last ball started where?
It started pretty straight,
Okay.
so I was pretty aligned to it, and then it went a little left.
I think it started a little left
Did it
and then
start a little-
grew a little more.
Okay.
All right. So that means your club face is a little closed, but your path is a little more. You're coming out to in, and it's closed.
I think I'm swinging across like this.
Yeah. So the club face is a little closed, and the path is a little closed. So it's a little of that hook kind of movement. Yep.
All right, so I need to open up the club face and
So we want to keep the club face. Let's hit another one. Let's watch your setup first. All right. Right now the club face is open, but let's see what happens when we swing.
that when I felt it come right across.
Yep. So you're starting with an open club face, and then it's coming square, and then it's getting closed at the end.
Right.
So set up to the ball. We're going to work on the club face
Okay.
mainly now, because
Alright.
let's get that started straight and see where it goes from there.
So,
So one thing I would like to see is move your hands just a smidge more in line. And now as we come back, swing back to the top. So there's where we get into a little bit of a come back down. When you start back, we're going to watch the club head a little bit. So you come back to right here.
Right.
Where's the club face pointed? Well, kind of more towards the ground.
Oh.
Ideally, you want to rotate it a little bit so that when you swing back, imagine this was a secondary target line. When I swing back, I want that club face actually pointed down my target line. And a good little drill is put a ball even with your right in the middle of your left foot here, right? When I come back to about waist high, if I step back and reset that club, that ball, that club face should be a square line with my target, my reverse target here. So I want you to try it first, and we'll see where you're at. Put it, put it here. Okay, now swing back to about hip high. Don't change anything. Yep, a little lower. You can swing back to right about there. So reset again. We're going to swing it back till the club head's hip high. Don't change anything. Okay, now turn towards me. Yep. And then set that club face down. So that's pretty square now.
yeah.
Before, what happened was, when you weren't thinking about it, you kind of brought it back here. So if I reset my club face, where is it pointed now? It's closed, right? And that's where you're coming into impact. You're keeping it closed, and then when you come through, it's never really staying open. So what you want to do is try and bring it so it opens up a little bit as we come back, right? So this would be, square back here. Now we finish our backswing. Now when we come through, when we go to release our hands, it's squared up. If you come back closed like this and it's kind of pointed at the ground the whole time, right? As we come through, where's my club face?
Right.
It's closed, yeah. So for you, it would be left.
So it's because I'm taking it off that line as I'm going back?
Well, you want to come along your target line. That's not
Alright.
wrong there, right? You want a nice, create width in your backswing. But when you do it, you don't want to keep, this left hand on, or for you, the right hand on top the whole time. You want to let it kind of open up and hinge a little bit. You don't want it, I don't want you here so it gets under. I would like it, perfectly, if you imagine now, if I drop this club down and you reset to that face, that would be your target line there.
So the position as I'm back there, hip height, is that?
Yeah, and that's opening your club face, with your wrists a little bit, so then when you come through, you can release them properly. I want you to we're going to take a few practice swings, and all you're going to do is set up, you're going to swing back here, you're going to step and put it back down, and we're just going to make sure it's square. It's going to be, it's going to take a little while to ingrain that motion. Okay.
that.
Now,
Now I'm going to go like this.
and drop the club. And where is it? It's square,
Yeah.
right? And we're just going to make sure that what we don't do is come back here. I don't move my hands and I go to drop the club and it's pointed at my toe. That means we're closed. Yep. Just try and keep it extended straight back. There we go. Now reset. Drop the club. Is it square?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, a little.
A little bit, but not as much as it had been,
No.
right? So let's do one more.
I'm probably a little bit more because I'm off the target line, right?
That's okay, yeah. Just worried about getting a little rotation of the face. Oh, moving the face so that it can turn. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna try a practice swing. We're gonna take it back hip high, check it quick, and then finish your backswing into a follow.
Like a two-step thing?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You're gonna just check it first. Yeah, you kind of you noticed it right a little
Yeah.
bit as you came back,
Yeah.
but right. So just let it kind of naturally open a little bit, and then
I still
swing it
feel
down
like
and
I'm
through.
swinging across.
That's okay. Let's get the club face first because right that's the most important part of where your ball is going to go. So we're going to swing back to me. Right now, just finish your backswing and take a follow through, like you were normal swing. Do one more practice swing. We're coming back to me. Perfect. Now finish your backswing and into a follow through. Okay. I'm going to tee this up. Let's see how we do. I lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, left?
No, straight.
Oh. Good.
It went
Good.
straight and it stayed straight. Okay?
It happens. It's amazing when it does.
Do the same thing. We're going to take, and what I told Lori and I told Taylor is the best way to practice something is, you do it without the ball first. You kind of do it, and we'll do our little step. We'll go here. We'll check it, right? And then we're going to come here. Oh, sorry. We're going to go here and check it. Finish our backswing and downswing. Then we're going to try and do it, normal speed, and then we'll do it with the ball in front of us. So you do one without, one with like kind of the training drill, which is the the check, and then one with the full swing without the ball, and then full swing with the ball. This way you start ingraining the muscle memory and the feeling of that club face rotating a little bit.
I think my muscles have dementia.
They'll find a way.
That's the quite a normal swing. And then try it with balls.
Okay,
Good.
that started a little left. It was good trajectory, good contact, but it didn't start as left as the other one,
No.
as the first one. I would get a little bit closer to the ball so you don't feel like you're falling over
Okay.
so much, and it'll just help you stay balanced. So when you come back, you kind of bring that back, and I want you to try and bring it back and keep. There we go. Now we're there. And now you can remember, right? You can turn and drop the club, and it's a little close, but nope, that's open. That's square. That's perfect.
okay. Oh, okay.
All right. So work on that. Just come back. I want you to drop it, drop it once and then do a practice swing and then do the ball.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Okay.
We'll come back in a little bit and check on you.